Turning Point USA and members of Turning Point USA have been facing threats because of everything that Candace Owens, and if she was putting,
Yeah.
look, if she was putting out something that I could hold on to, that I could grasp
Mm.
and actually connect some dots that had even a semblance of being valid, I'd be like all for it.
Yeah.
But she does it. And I'm going to be real frank, and this is going to put somebody off. Okay.
It's
I
okay.
have an addiction to
Mhm.
anything that is cultish.
Mhm.
Okay. And she has this ability of being like this charismatic, cultish leader where it demands fealty to her.
Mhm.
She is the authority. Anybody who questions her is undermining her. You
Yeah.
should remove them from like your sphere, or you should question them because
Mhm.
how dare they question me? Like that is the vibe that she gives off.
Well, have you
And
seen there's been lots of people online who have shared videos of ex-cult members who have said this is prototypical cult-like behavior, the way that language is manipulated, the way that answers aren't ever given. It's just kinda like little drops of information to keep people
like,
addicted almost. It tracks. It really does. But again, she is the only one, according to her following, allowed to ask questions. We are not allowed to ask questions of her,
no.
which once you see it, you're like, "Oh, that totally makes sense. Now I understand why you all respond to me like this." And you get so there's a defense mechanism built in because she has put it there into people. Like when you're questioned for your beliefs, it's because you're the underdog. It's because everybody's against us because we're the little man. However, she is now one of the top podcasts in the world and a multimillionaire and has millions of followers. It's not a David and Goliath situation anymore. She is
No.
Goliath. So it's like,
Well, so much so right now, there's polling going around that like a lot of people don't even believe that
yeah,
the alleged assassin, first of all, they don't know that he's left leaning,
right,
or they don't even believe that he is the more likely guilty party, that it's probably some way a government affiliated.
right.
Again, it's not that you can't question things, but like there are also like I am just one of these people that I am not looking for the zebra. Do you know what I
No,
mean? Unless
no.
like it has to be pretty obvious to me. Okay? You guys know I'm not a conspiracy person, and there's so much information that we don't have, and there's so many things that you can just fill in with your own biases.
Mhm.
Like and this is not it. Like I'm fine if you don't want to trust it, but like to tell me, for you to speculate that it was that Turning Point USA was somehow involved, or that there's like tunnels or Egyptian planes are
Owens.
following, Erica Kirk around. I,
Also
I
France. Also
also France. I forgot about France
and
because
Israel.
and I mean she left right before Thanksgiving, suggesting that maybe was it the United States might try and assassinate her, or she had
Right.
assassination threats.
Yes.
And with every accusation, with every breadcrumb, she makes more and more money.
Mhm.
Okay. And anyone who is a conservative, news focused culture or politic creator
Mhm.
has their numbers currently tanking because the
Mm.
president and the Republicans are currently in office.
Yeah.
Like I've seen it in our own numbers.
Mine.
Like, it's
My personal ones, yeah,
absolutely.
for sure.
As soon as, like, we got through the first 100 days of the election,
Mhm.
everybody's numbers started to tank. And if
Yep.
you need to make money, what do? You start
Mhm.
turning towards entertainment, true crime, or you start to kinda gin something up. And
Yeah.
Candace Owens has been ginning stuff up significantly more after that. Like,
Mhm.
I just don't trust her. I'm sorry. I think she's full of it. I think people are being manipulated. And I think
Mhm.
it's incredibly problematic because my biggest concern out of all of I'm going to put a pin on this and then we're going to move on. My biggest concern about all of this is that I've actually been doing a little bit of research and stuff like that. We have the rise of the Democratic Socialists of America. Okay. We
Mhm.
have a rise in left leaning violence. We have, there are undercurrents right now that I believe, in my personal opinion, led to and contributed to the assassination of Charlie Kirk. I think there are people who want to have some form of revolution, be it
Yeah.
via undercurrent like the DSA or be it more aggressive like left-leaning radicals and Antifa.
Yeah.
Those things are happening right now. And for Candace Owens to be going around suggesting that it was Turning Point USA or the federal government when like, to me, this is clearly an issue of a rise in left-leaning violence.
Mhm.
And she's just kinda distracting from that, and I feel like people are just gonna get kinda, like, take their eye off the issue and
Mhm.
get caught on the back foot because we're distracted with this nonsense over here when the bigger
Yeah.
problem is bubbling under the surface and is, I think, a much more significant threat because it's a real threat and not some made up, I almost cursed, ridiculous
Stuff.
nonsense that
Yeah.
she's created to make money and get people to pay her all of those, what do you call them? Those super chats or whatever.
I don't even know because we don't have them because we don't make
No,
money with that.
we don't qualify yet.
My final word is when you just said, "I don't like her, I don't trust her," and I thought, "Nor do I." However, there are other influencers and talking heads and podcasters that I don't trust. I don't trust their reporting. I don't, believe what they say all the time. But that's not what I don't like about them. I can separate the two. The problem with
Yeah,
her, I don't have to like what she says. I don't have to trust her. I have a problem. My fundamental issue is the callousness and the bitterness and the dangerous nature of what she's doing, and she's doing it on the back of her friend, who she says
yeah,
was her friend, and she's implicating people and therefore putting their lives in danger for whatever purpose her end goal is, and that to me is on this large of a scale. This isn't like us sitting here and talking about it. This is a person who has outsized influence in culture and in our country. She has millions of people following her. To think that this can't sway elections, to think it can't break apart coalitions is foolish. And she's doing it, and she knows that, and she knows how much power she has. And she is implicating people in a brutal murder of a cultural and political icon of our time. It doesn't matter that I don't disagree with her, or that I don't agree with her. What matters is how she is handling this is
correct. Yes,
so
absolutely.
backward. It's so backward. And the fact that she's bringing along other people and somehow twisting their ability to critically think. And they think that they are the ones critically thinking by agreeing with her, but they're getting swept up in something that I fear, and I truly hope it doesn't, is going to cause more violence. So I'm praying against that. And I hope that she does sit down with them one way or another and they take her to task on everything and things get hashed out and we can move on and she can maybe move on to a new conspiracy. Truly. Please move on. I'm serious. Move on. She'll move on to a
No,
new one. This will run
she'll
its
find another
course
one.
and she'll move on. But I hope that that will happen without an incident. That's my hope.
Yeah. Well, and I honestly, I don't know because this one is not gonna get resolved anytime soon. Like, we
No.
still like, it's brand new. He still has to go to trial. So
Can you
I
even
don't know what
imagine? I don't
incentive
even
she has
to
to move it
continue.
along. Yeah,
Right.
to
No,
like
neither do
her
I.
incentive is to continue it, not to move it along.